The second step is to be clear about expectations. Now, I put this specifically in this presentation today because of one person in this room. And he is a hero of mine and my son's. Not because of what he did in an Apache helicopter, but because of what he does for my son every day and every week and every month. He invests time. I mean, I don't know if Mark Parrish has a career best effort strategy or not, but I do know that he understands the value of investing time. And when he speaks to my son, I chose this story specifically because Mark Parrish is a man who gives my son very clear and concise mentorship type of directions. And when you have a 16-year-old who wants to go to an academy someday, like West Point, Annapolis, go to the United States Coast Guard Academy, Merchant Marines, or wherever it might be, well, you know what? Air Force Academy, he needs someone mentoring him in this way. You see, General George Marshall understood the value of how to give a directive and how to use as few words as possible to allow his team member to understand. He had to be clear, it had to be attainable, it had to be decisive, and the order had to be very, very specific. He chose Dwight David Eisenhower to be that man that would follow the three following orders. Number one, proceed to London. Number two, invade Europe. And number three, defeat the Germans. Now, this is a man that's responsible for the European theater of World War II. Pretty big job, wouldn't you say? And he chooses Dwight Eisenhower for the man to come in and execute his plan. How much trust do you think was involved in those three directives? So, Eric, when you meet with your team for 15 minutes, follow the direction of this man who led us to victory, of being clear, allowing your team to understand the goals are attainable, being decisive about what specifically you want from them along the path today and moving toward the future, and then being specific about what those expectations are and when they're going to be achieved. Remember that accountability, timeline along the way. I think we can beg, borrow, and steal from General Marshall here. And I think we can do it by being clear about our own expectations.